Hey, welcome to Geek Speak. I'm Trace.
And I'm Rob.
And what do you want to talk about, brother?
So I know you're a fan of the television series Daredevil that came out. What was it on Netflix?
Yes.
So have you seen the trailer for the Daredevil? Was it Unborn
Born Again.
or Born Again? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, are you
So
kidding?
yeah, because I
Man.
seen Kingpin was back in it. Them sitting like in a diner or something. And
Yeah, I've got high hopes for this. You know, Disney got the rights back to Daredevil. They stopped the Netflix show.
right.
Daredevil has appeared in Spider-Man Born Again briefly. Matt Murdock did. In the She-Hulk series, you know, they had him appear, and he had the yellow outfit on. And actually got to sleep with She-Hulk. And
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. He survived, so he's a
Wow.
Yeah, but the Born Again series, if they follow, there was Frank Miller stories, and that he wrote back in the old Daredevil comics, and it was called Born Again. It was a long series. I think it was 8 or maybe 10 issues that it carried through the story arc, and it was really, really well written. Frank Miller is a great writer.
Right.
So if they follow that, it'd be exciting. I've got high hopes for it because they had 6 episodes in the can, and they looked at them and scrapped the entire 6 episodes. And they didn't like it, and they went back, and they brought in some of the old actors from the Netflix show, and they got John Berthal from the Punisher series. He's going to be in it, which he was in the Born Again series. So I'm excited about it. It looks really, really good. I hate to have hope sometimes, but because oftentimes Disney dashes my hopes.
Right.
But they have got some things right, and so I really hope they get this right. But I think it's supposed to be 3 6-episode arcs is what it's supposed to be. So have you ever heard of Diamond Comic Publishing?
It actually does sound familiar, but
Well, they were pretty much the only publisher for the longest time. So if you wanted to order a comic and you were a comic book store, you had to order from Diamond.
okay.
And since they had a monopoly on publishing, they did whatever they wanted. And so oftentimes 30% of your shipment would be damaged.
Oh.
And so you'd have to go to the trouble of shipping it back. And yes, you did get your money back, but that was product you didn't have for your store.
Right.
And so, and then they would do, their packing practices was ridiculous. I mean, they would take like a 10-pound Batman statue and set it right on top of some comics, and knowing darn well they would damage them. But they had a monopoly.
Right.
And so when you got a monopoly, you don't have to worry about customer service, and certainly they didn't. Well, Marvel and DC and Image over the last few years have pulled out of Diamond Comic Publishing. And so really the only people they publish is like your real small comic book companies. And so they filed Chapter 11 a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
So they're not going bankrupt, and you can come out of Chapter 11. It's not quite like bankruptcy, but only about 20% of customers, 20% of people that file Chapter 11 actually avoid bankruptcy.
Wow.
And so one notable would be Marvel. Marvel several years ago filed Chapter 11, and that's when they leased out Spider-Man and Blade and the X-Men to Sony and 20th Century Fox, trying to regroup themselves. So anyway, I had a chance to go to Lexington to Heroes Realm, and I talked to the owner, Steven, and I asked him how it affected him, because a lot of people thought it would hurt your local comic book stores.
Right.
But he said since the big 3 had already left, the writing had kind of been on the wall for Diamond, and so nobody was really surprised about it. Who it really hurt was like the real tiny publishers, that still stuck with Diamond.
Right.
But they'll just have to find someplace else to go.
So who's distributing the comics to the store now?
Well,
Is there an alternative?
Penguin is one of the publishing companies that a lot of people have gone to, but the big 3 have all gone to different ones. Diamond also, Diamond Select Figures, and that John Wick figure I've got, that Wolverine figure I got, those are all Diamond Select Figures.
Oh, okay.
So Diamond Publishing owns that section of toy making as well. More than likely, they'll sell that off to somebody. And a lot of people are hoping McFarlane gets it. So what else you want to talk about?
So, Benz, we're talking. We had talked about Disney. I'm kind of my favorite part of Disney is the classic Disney.
Yeah.
So for all of you Disney fans and freaks, is the 25th is today. January 25th is the anniversary of the release of 101 Dalmatians. It came out in 1961.
Yeah.
So,
That's even older than us.
yeah, right. I was going to ask you if you remember it.
Now, I have seen it, and that was back when their animated shows were really, really good.
Right.
And but it's been a while.
Yep.
Of course, 101 Dalmatians was kind of one and done for me as far as watching it. So let's talk about YouTube for a second.
Okay.
So did you know there is over 14 million YouTube channels?
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and 500 hours of content is uploaded every minute
Holy crap.
on YouTube.
That's crazy.
So I mean, for us, our channel, Two Old Geeks Talking, which we get together once a month. We film 2 videos. We film a Geek Speak where we talk like we're doing now.
Yeah, modern stuff.
And then we do a Two Old Geeks Talking and pick a specific topic. But if you combine those 2 videos, we may be releasing an hour of content a month.
Right.
Every 2 weeks we release something. On occasion we'll have a cosplay video or something along that lines. But it just amazes me the amount of content and the median amount of subscribers that somebody has on YouTube. The median amount.
No.
62.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you got a lot of guys that have hundreds of thousands, maybe
Right.
even 1 million, but the vast majority of people don't. 10% of people on YouTube have no subscribers.
Huh.
So 1 out of 10. But I want to talk to you because you and I got a proposition on our YouTube channel, dude. Yeah, from a lady. We got propositioned.
By a lady?
A lady.
I haven't been propositioned by a lady in
Yeah,
years.
her name's Claire Pfeiffer or something like that.
Okay.
Her. I don't think she's from Kentucky.
Okay.
But anyway, this is what she says. She says, "Hi,
Hello.
I just came across your channel and wanted to give you a heads up about our new growth service." And she says that,
Were we talking YouTube?
yes, she says for
I've been-
$2 she'll give us
I've got commercials about that kind of medication.
She says for $2 she'll give us 1,000 YouTube views.
Oh.
For $4 she'll give us 1,000 YouTube likes. For $40 she'll give us 1,000 YouTube subscribers. And for $50 she'll give us 1,000 YouTube comments.
Well, that's a bargain.
Yeah, and for $4 she'll also do 1,000 YouTube shares. And if she was interested, all I have to do is share my YouTube video link, and she'd give us 100 views automatically just to show us that she could do it.
You're not going to do it, are you?
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I would never do that. First of all, we just reached 600 subs.
Right. Thank you.
And we're going to have a 600 sub giveaway soon, so watch for it. But the 600 subs we have are 600 actual people that for some reason, and I'm not sure why, like listening to you and me.
Right.
And so we really, really appreciate that. We've built a teeny tiny, itsy bitsy, teeny weeny community. And we enjoy it when you comment. And we enjoy that there's other geeks out there like us. And if this channel right here this channel is something I would watch if I was on YouTube and I came across Two Old Geeks Talking,
Right.
that's kind of thing. But yeah, I would never do something like that. Maybe somebody has, I don't know, but that's not you and me. I mean, we do this for fun. We do it because we enjoy it. We enjoy it because there's a few other people that enjoy it. And I'd rather have 600 real subscribers than 600,000
Fake one.
fake ones.
Right.
Right. So what else you want to talk about?
Have you seen the, today they are releasing the Star Trek Section 31
Yeah.
Have you seen that? It's supposed to be coming out in Paramount. I know you haven't seen it because they're just releasing it, but there has been people that's already reviewed it, like critics and stuff, have got to see
Yes.
it early. It's kind of a mixed bag. It's like some people are either loving it or hating it.
Well, first of all, Alex, there's Star Trek. There's Star Trek, and there's J.J. Abrams' Trek, and there's Kurtzman's Trek. Kurtzman was a protege or worked underneath J.J. Abrams when he made those movies.
Okay.
And they took Star Trek, which is bright, and made it very dark. And it's very militaristic, showing respect to your superiors. And so they made it disrespectful. It's not really Star Trek, to be honest with you. It's not where Star Trek's optimistic, it's nihilistic. Where Star Trek's hopeful, it's not. Star Trek was never preachy. It would give you a situation and show you both sides of it, but wouldn't tell you which one you should choose. It'd let you decide. And whereas, new Star Trek tells you how to think, you should think this way, or there's something wrong with you. And so, when they released that trailer and they give the critics access to that new Section 31 movie, there was like 12 things they couldn't talk about. So there was like 12 restrictions they couldn't talk about until it was released.
Huh.
Some of those may have been spoilers, but a lot of them was just not to criticize. But from what I've heard, if you watched it and you took every Star Trek element out of it, it would be a mediocre sci-fi movie.
Okay.
Something you might enjoy, because there's a lot of mediocre sci-fi movies
Right.
I enjoy. But the fact that you put Star Trek into it ruins it because it's not Star Trek. It's not Star Trek.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be set in that, like, universe, not like any known characters, right? This is supposed to be a whole new story that takes place in that kind of area.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a spin-off from Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, okay.
The Michelle Yeoh character was in Star Trek Discovery, which I watched 2 episodes on before I bailed. And so it's a continuation of her. I think Michelle Yeoh recently won an Oscar, and I think they're like, we got a contract with her. We should make something for her. But I mean, the dialogue in it, from what I've seen from the trailer, it's just, like I said, I'm not saying it's bad sci-fi. It's just not Star Trek. It's like they tried to turn it into Star Wars or something. But anyway, so got anything else you want to talk about? Okay, my comic book recommendation. So I did something that I haven't done since 2019.
Oh,
And that is buy a new Marvel comic.
holy crap!
And I went to a comic book store, the aforementioned Heroes Realm, and I picked up Iron Fist. It was I'm a big Iron Fist fan. So I've been collecting Iron Fist since they come out in Marvel
Right.
Premiere 15. And it's the reason I got into martial arts. Well, so, 50 years of any character, that's something. So they come out with a 50-year issue. And so I'm thumbing through here in like the first little short stories, full of short stories written by Chris Claremont, which I'm a huge Chris Claremont fan. And that one wasn't bad. But my comic book recommendation is that you don't buy this book. And that maybe you don't buy any new Marvel at all. Because that's the first new Marvel I've bought since 2019. And it sucked so bad.
Well, the cover art is
we're
not grand.
we're celebrating Iron Fist 50 years. So what do? They kill him in the very last panel. They kill him in the very last panel.
Spoilers.
No, it gets worse. It gets worse. They kill him in almost the last panel. They give you a what do you call it? They give you a where is it? Oh, they give you a QR code
Okay.
that you've got to scan to get to the last page of the comic.
Are you shitting me?
No, so I paid $4.99 for this, but I don't even got a complete comic. To get the last page, I've got to scan a QR code.
Oh, everything's a gimmick.
Yes, and you know what the last page is? His hand busting out of a grave, and it's glowing, and it looks like a skeletal hand, and they're going to bring him back and call him Ghost Fist. Ghost Fist. That is I tell you what, my daughter teaches 4th grade kids,
Yeah.
and they could come up with a better story than that.
Yeah, and why would you not at least want that page part of, like, how, if you're
Yes.
a collector, I guess collectors is not a thing anymore.
You don't celebrate 50 years by killing off a character either. Hey, you like this character? Ah, this comic book.
Well, we're talking comic books. Nobody
he'll-
actually dies in comics.
You're right. And this old boy right here, I hadn't bought a new Marvel since, I buy Marvel all the time, but it's old Marvel. But I haven't bought a new one since 2019. Yeah, I'm done. I fell off the wagon, but I'm back on. So, you done?
I'm done.
All right, we're done. I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And stay geeky, my friends.
Later.